The album is about atmosphere. It's about the sound of 1995.
In 1997, Bowie would push himself further into the post-grunge industrial world with the jungle-influenced Earthling.
Since the early 90s, I was really impressed by what was happening in London with this new music at that time called jungle. And I touched on it on the Outside album on a couple of tracks. And I wanted to kind of create a hybrid with jungle and rock.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't.
When the album first came out, there was a big hype surrounding the record as, you know, Bowie's now dabbling in drum and bass and techno.
Dabbling.
It's techno influenced. There's a great mix of the organic sounding guitars of Reeves.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think what we're doing, what we're still doing, is really unlike anybody else. It's certainly influenced by dance vocabulary, and we would be the first to admit that, but we like that kind of, particularly the drum beat side of it, very much indeed. But I think what we're doing, the hybrid that we've created, is, I feel, a very positive direction for us to go as a band. And really, there's virtually nobody else doing it. Being 50, I want to see what you can do as a rock artist at 50. And everybody else can do what they want to do, but I know what I want to do, and I've got the chance of doing it. It's extraordinarily exciting for me because I honestly don't know what's going to happen, because I really feel that if I had to lay back on what I've done before, I'd much prefer to stop. But while I'm still wildly excited about what I do as a musician, then that's the course that I choose to take.
Still to come on, the story of David Bowie.
When somebody does like what I do, I mean, that's always, like, really rewarding, you know? You think, cool, that's really good, they really like that. That's good, I won't repeat it then.
What is it that attracts you about jungle, apart from the fact that it's the latest thing?
Because I always love the latest dance. I mean, my approach is really quite consistent. I don't know why people think that I change all the time. I actually don't, you know, I do the same thing. I really do. I mean, I tend to, whatever it is, I kind of tend to stew it in this kind of vaudevillian-based English idea of pop music. It's rock meets pop, it's soul meets pop, it's in all its Dickie Pride tackiness. Mum, I'm 50. You still got a funny haircut.
On January 9th, 1997, at New York City's Madison Square Garden, a tribute benefit concert took place to commemorate the 50th birthday of David Bowie. Special guests included Lou Reed, Robert Smith, Sonic Youth, Foo Fighters, Billy Corgan, and more.
You take a band like Sonic Youth, I mean, he was doing atonal stuff in 1980. You know, you take The Cure, and he was doing kind of glammy pop in 72. You take me, and you pick your era.
I'm enjoying it so much. I'm going to do this every year. I'm going to be 50 from this point onwards. I haven't lost one iota of enthusiasm for life. I'm extremely lucky that way. I really am. It really is a blessing. As I get older, I get more and more selfish about what it is that I want to do that I find satisfying. And it's definitely how one should spend one's life, is because, you know, if you make yourself happy, a little bit of that sunshine can spread onto others.
On a silver screen.
When you have a legacy as amazing as David Bowie's, to some extent, I don't know how he feels about it, but there must be a sense of pride knowing that you've created so much iconic music that's touched so many people. And the truth is, like, his new record is wonderful. And David Bowie fans, like everyone I talk to is a David Bowie fan who buys Heathen, listens to it and like, wow, this is really good. You know, 30 years on, and he's still making vital, emotional, wonderful music.
With every David Bowie record, there's a lot of people watching to see what you're going to do next.
Yeah.
It's almost like...
You get a free Cadillac with this one. It's my amazing thing. This Columbia have come up with this idea that every album we sell, we'll give a Cadillac away with it, which I think is an absolutely extraordinary idea. I don't know where they find the money.
With the big back catalog.
I better not
I'm
say
thinking.
that's really true, or somebody's going to assume, I want my Cadillac.
These are the strangest of all.
Let's talk about the artwork.
Sure.
It's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Art shouldn't be desecrated.
No, I agree.
Your own lyrics are crossed out, though.
Well, you know, the idea, it was the subtext of the word heathen. The obvious definition is someone who's not an adherent to the one God. But the other meanings are kind of range from barbarian to Philistine to iconoclast. So the idea of striking out art and negating words by putting lines through them is sort of really trying to find the full range of the word heathen, really.
These are the nights. These are the darkest of all. Like a smooth path leading us on and on and on.
Let's just quit this Foo Fighters thing and join Bowie's band. I was like, yeah, a double band.
I'd do it. That'd be really good.
Oh no, not me. We never lost control. Face to face with the man who sold the world.
Dave Grohl on the record. I'm thinking it must have been a great perfect circle for him to work with you.
Well, we worked, I mean, he came and worked with me. I enjoyed thoroughly working with him the first time at Madison Square Garden on my birthday. He did the show with me there. And he's just so collaborative. He's a very open guy. I like his presence. He's very enthusiastic, strong, curious. I like everything about him. He's a very bright spark.
Do you honestly think that Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana didn't bring anyone to the Bowie camp?
Oh,
I'm talking about a 13, 14-year-old.
I get so many kids who like commend me on covering Nirvana songs. I say, yeah, I'm cutting edge.
Well, I think Outside was probably your last concept record with a character associated with it.
Quite a few in that one, weren't there? There were about 5 or 6 characters in that one.
Is this a character?
No, not really. No, I shouldn't have done the eyes. Then it wouldn't have. Then it would just have been me, wouldn't it? It was the eyes that did it. That was a pun on Christianity. The eyes, you see. It's a really awkward and long one as well. The idea is that they're fish's eyes, and of course, fish was the symbol of the hidden Christians in the pagan days. So that's what that's all about. But nobody actually picked up on that. So, oh look, it's the same eyes as the Village of the Damned. So, oh no, he's doing bloody science fiction again. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got a lot more to do with Man Ray and Brunel, actually, I guess.
Isn't it awful when you have to explain it?
Well, I get used to it these days. People are so dumb. Nobody reads anymore. Nobody goes out and looks and searches and explores the society and the culture that they were brought up in. People have attention spans of 5 seconds, and they're as much depth as a glass of water.
I don't think you get frustrated by it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it anymore.
Not really. You kind of get resigned to it. Yeah. I mean, look, I've got to do it all for my own amusement. You know, it's like, I can't possibly kind of even begin to think that there's anybody out there that knows or likes what I do. So it's always a treasure when somebody does like what I do. I mean, that's always like really rewarding, you know. You think, cool, that's really good. They really like that. That's good. I won't repeat it then.
Still don't know what I was waiting for. Time was running wild. A million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. Then I turned myself to face me, but I never caught a glimpse of how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes. Changes. Didn't want to have to be a richer man. Changes. Changes. Just wanted to be a better man. Time may change me. I can't trace time. Watch the ripples change the size, never leave the stream of warm and permanent sound. So the days flow through my eyes, but still the days seem the same, just the same, quite the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds, they're immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes. Changes. Don't tell us to grow up and out of it. Changes. Oh, changes. Pretty soon you'll end us up in our next land. Time may change me. I can't trace time. Strange fascination fascinating me. Oh, changes are taking place. I'm going through changes. Changes. Look out on your rock and rollers. Changes. Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older. Time may change me.
That's it. Thank you very much indeed.